Hey everyone, welcome to Oak Creek Homestead's YouTube channel. Thanks for dropping in and watching our garden updates. This is our third garden update, but it's actually week 5 of our garden. So I want to show you what we've been able to accomplish in the last couple of weeks. It's been a lot of work. The weather is finally turning in our favor, and so you'll see we've set up the greenhouse, moved a lot of plants up there. We've gotten stuff in the ground. But for now, let's check out our main garden. Basically, the only thing that's happened in this space is the addition of compost to all the beds. Hopefully, with the addition of all this extra compost, we will have some really nutrient-dense soil to get our plants going. Probably not until mid-May we'll go in this bed. We might plant some early stuff later this month. We'll keep you posted. How our transplants are doing, and also how we fertilize them. So we use a fish emulsion fertilizer, a natural organic fertilizer, and the directions say to mix 1 tablespoon in 1 gallon. So we have one of these bottles. I believe we might have gotten it from Rural King. It's a spray bottle. It works awesome. It's 1 gallon. So for these transplants, when they're moving into the greenhouse, I'm using a much more diluted concentration of about 1 teaspoon to 1 gallon. So it's really diluted, just enough that you can smell it. Yes, it does smell like fish a little bit. And I am just sprinkling these plants with a little bit of love, not a lot. You can probably hear how bad the wind's blowing today, so I'm not going to keep the plants out very long. Welcome to the greenhouse. I've been waiting to post this next garden update until we got some of our plants out in the greenhouse. So this is the space I showed you a couple weeks ago, and now it is full of plants. Here's all of our bok choy, and here we have some eggplant transplanted, and then I purchased a few herbs at our local nursery this morning, so those are in here. We have 2 different varieties of rosemary, a pineapple sage, a tricolored sage, and then these plants back here are tomatillas. Also, anybody watching know about tomatillas? Why are my leaves doing this? I just moved them out here today. They haven't gotten much sun. They've been underneath the grow lights. Back there, a few more tomatoes and an eggplant. You can tell all underneath here are so many tomatoes. If you're wondering what these buckets of sticks are, they are actually trees that we are growing in an effort to reforest our woods in front. So they have been in the barn all winter. My husband moved them out here. They might be going back in the barn for a while because there's no space in this greenhouse. So we'll see. I have a few more tomato plants here. Like I said, they are looking kind of weepy. It was really windy today, and I probably shouldn't have left these out for so long. I'm hoping they perk up with a little bit of the fertilizer and some time in the greenhouse. Here, this is how I'm using our milk jugs. So friends and family have been gracious enough to save their recyclables and give them to us. You can also see the half toilet paper tubes in there. So I'm attempting this on some of our plants. But you can see here's the bright light Swiss chard, white Vienna kohlrabi, escarole, and then some of the lemon basil, some Genovese basil, and some marjoram that I've transplanted from that tray that's still underneath the grow lights. Up here, this is our kale that has not been put in the ground, the greens that have not been put in the ground, and more greens that have not been put in the ground. Over here on this shelf, we have, this is all flowers. So half as marigold are all of our hot peppers that have been transplanted, and they also got a little drink of the fish emulsion fertilizer and some water, and they're gonna hang out in here. Here's a few more of our tomato plants. Some of them got really leggy, so I'm hoping I don't have to stake them. I'm hoping that with a lot of outdoor time and greenhouse time, they will perk back up. So that is a little glimpse at our green. I wanted to give you guys a quick update in our herb garden. So you can see this fence that we put in. It's to keep out the dog and the 2 little people that live here and have a complete disregard for the border of the garden. Some of these plants I planted the other night. Then we got a light frost, and they've been trampled on for several days. So I'm not sure how many of them are going to make them. Now some, like this Mizuna looks great, and that spinach has some new growth in the center. I'm hoping they come back. This little Mizuna or kale here has some new growth too. So we're just going to play it by ear and see what happens. I've also planted some bok choy. Some of you saw on my Instagram that we were using this milk jug and this stick as a little mini greenhouse to cover when we got the early frosts. You can tell all these plants have some new growth. So that's super exciting, and we're really excited about it. Right here where the red markers are, I planted 3 rows of radishes. Nothing coming up yet, but hopefully soon. You can tell back there in the herb garden, the sage is coming back from next year, and it's really turning green. There's a lot of growth on there just in the last couple days. So that's exciting. We got all of the compost laid in the garden, and so we are hoping to start to get stuff planted, you know, slowly but surely over the next few weeks. As you just saw in the greenhouse video, I moved all the tomatoes and most of the other transplanted plants out to the greenhouse. So we just have a few stragglers left in here, small plants that we didn't transplant last week that we will work on transplanting this weekend. These are, I believe, sweet peppers. I'd have to look at my list. Maybe hot peppers. Then down here we have a whole bunch of herbs. I'm not sure off the top of my head. There's thyme, oregano. This is purple ruffle basil. There's some lemon basil in here. You can tell the lemon basil has a little bit lighter leaf. And then the Genovese basil. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. If you know how to pronounce it, let me know. Planting is not over yet. Seed starting. So this weekend the goal is to use these 3 trays plus a handful of milk jugs that we have to plant a whole bunch. Definitely this pile of seeds, some of this pile, and our a couple packets of medicinal herbs that we are planting this year, and probably the rest of our flowers. So maybe a second round of greens. We're just going to see how things go this weekend as far as transplanting, but I'll take some video and show you along the way.